got one last question for you. And this is my last question. Now, this one is a little bit one. It's that the position you got now is one that, like you say, is the first time you got it, and most people got it. We know that there were a few people who probably wanted to run for that position who didn't run from the position because it's a scary spot to be in. And here's the scariness about it. The scariness about your job is that you're the first to do it. So anybody who was going to run on it knew that, you know what, I probably have a better chance running the second time than the first time. Yeah. Because whoever takes this job the first time, we're going to just criticize everything they did to say you can't be mayor because you didn't do blah, 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 blah. They didn't have nothing to measure you against when you came in to get it. And that's a scary position to be in, man. That's it. And just period. We cool, and I'm just being honest with you. It's a scary position to be in. And you got a lot to do, man, and you don't have a lot to prove. I just wanted to let you know if anything we could do to help you, we'd like to help you in that. But what do you think when you hear that, when you know that? Yeah. And I know you ain't doing this because you just want to do one term. I hear you. I hear your passion. I know you want to be mayor. As long as they're going to elect you to be mayor, you're going to want to be mayor in that city. And that's not a bad thing. That's because you got a vision of what you like to see and all of that. So how you think this first term, how you going to get over that little hump I just described?
Yeah. So, you know what, that's a really good question. That it is completely understandable. And I went into this eyes open. Mm-hmm. I knew that there were going to be challenges that I couldn't even imagine. Okay. I knew that there were going to be opportunities for criticism that I would have to shoulder the weight of. And of course, there's the ever-present, the man in the arena.
That's great.
I put myself in the position to withstand these slings and arrows because I'm dedicated to doing this work, and I absolutely do want the people of the city of Cleveland Heights to look at the job that I'm doing and they want me back for a second term. That is a goal of mine. Great. I want to do a good enough job that the people of Cleveland Heights want me back. Now, I don't want to be mayor for life.
That's great.
I don't think that's good for the city. I think that there will come a time when I need to step back. I need to provide opportunities for other people to develop into leadership positions so that we've got a good crop of people that come in after me. The one thing that is upsetting about this, because I know that there will be people who are coming after this job. That's not something that I'm worried about.
Okay.
I just know that I need to focus on doing a good job and doing better and better over time so that when it comes time for people to make a choice, they say, you know what, we're on a pretty good path. Let's keep moving on this path. Let's not, risk it all on somebody else who wasn't willing to put themselves at risk.
As you like to use, let's keep the momentum.
Let's keep that momentum. Let's keep pushing, and let's keep working with somebody who we know will keep pushing for Cleveland Heights. And I feel that way all the time. But the thing that concerns me the most, and this is something that I'm afraid that I'm seeing in our community now, and you see it at the national level, and you hope to never see it in your own community. There were people who wanted Barack Obama to be a one-term president.
That's correct.
There were people who not only wanted that, but the way they tried to go about making it happen was to try to stop him from doing good things stuff that the country wanted.
That's correct.
And if you can stop somebody from doing good things, then you can limit their ability to stay in that role. And one thing that I hope we can get past in Cleveland Heights is this urge to do that.
That's correct.
Because I think we've got some people in the city right now who are interested in creating distraction, in creating discord, in manufacturing outrage about very small issues, all in an attempt to create the situation where it's more difficult for me to get reelected.
That's right.
I don't mind somebody running against me. I don't mind somebody putting out my record and saying, that's your record, you need to run on it, you need to defend your mistakes, you need to advertise your successes, all of those things. That is part of this job. What I don't want to see in our community is people using their positions to sow discord and to make it more difficult for us to do our jobs in an attempt to gain some political points later.
And what's really crazy about that statement, and we're going to let you roll, is that it ain't even the guy that's running. You know that?
Yeah.
It's always the other guys. It'd be some other guy who just think he's doing a favor to get him in there.
Yeah.
It's never the guy or the woman or the person. It's that other, like you say, that entity that either an influencer or a financier or something like that, that's always that person who starts that little stuff to get people to do that.
But what you don't do, you don't put the city in a bad position. You don't injure the city to score political points. And that's what we've seen at the national level.
That's what I'm saying. We see that happen all the time. And unfortunately, that's the way we live. And you're on a good path, man.
This is Strategic Moves with Kenn Dowell.